Okay, so now that we discussed how the same chord can be played in dozens of different positions, and when we changed the arrangement of the notes, we said we changed the voicing. Obviously, you have to know eventually where every note is all over the fingerboard, whether it's a bass, a guitar, 4-string or 5-string, 6-string bass, doesn't matter. The system is the same, right? So let's say I start here on the A string. Or actually, I'll start here at the 5th fret on the low E string. So that's an A note, okay? I'm on the E string, but this is an A when I get to the 5th fret. Move it up, it's an A sharp. It can also be called B flat, and then B. Remember that right after B is a C. There's no B sharp or C flat. It's just B and C right next to each other. And then there is a C sharp or a D flat, a D sharp or an E flat, and E. Now again, we have no sharp or flat here. We have F from E to F, and then F sharp or G flat, G sharp or A flat, and we're back to A, where we started here. It's an octave higher, right? Sorry, there you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we're back to where we started from. Right, 12, and then back. So if I start here, it's A. If I start on the open A string, right, I'm on the fifth string to A. So that's the A, and then this is A sharp, or B flat, B. After B comes C. C sharp, D flat, D, D sharp, E flat, E, then F, F sharp, G flat, G, G sharp, A flat, and back to A again, the 12th fret. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 notes, and then back to the beginning. So whatever string I start on, it'll be the same order, it's just that the starting note might not be the same. So here's an E string, so the very next note would be F, then F sharp, then G, and so on. On the A string, that's an A, so now we have A sharp or B flat, B and C, and so on. The D string starts on a D, and then D sharp or E flat, E, there's an F, F sharp, G flat, G, and here's a G string, and so on. So wherever I start, doesn't really matter. The order is the same. It's like a carousel where there's 12 horses, and you can jump on at any point. The horses are still in the same order, right? The horses don't change order. Just wherever you jump on changes. So obviously, if you think of it that way, if you have 12 notes and 120 places to put your fingers, let's say I have 20 frets and 6 strings, that's 120 spots where you can put your fingers for notes, but there's not 120 notes, there's only 12. So on the average, that means it's 10 of every note. There's more of some and less of others because of open strings. For example, you have 2 E's. So there's going to probably be more E's than there are B flats on the guitar. But either way, it's around, a dozen or 10 of every note. You can think of it that way. So if I put my hand anywhere, every chord is there. Every scale is there. So it doesn't matter where I'm at. If I can put my hand here, if I need to play a G scale, the notes are G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. So there's a G scale. Here's one here. Here's one here. Here's one here. So I'm going to find the notes there everywhere. It's just that either a higher or lower range, And the same when we're talking about chords, if I get those 3 little notes, it's A, C sharp, and E. That's an A chord. So is this. So is this. So is this, so is this, so is this. So it's up to you to grab the notes you want, and you get these little clusters of notes and they become chords. I don't have to, just because I have 6 strings, I don't have to play every string, you know, all the time. So for a chord. So here's a G chord, sure, playing every string. But so is this a G chord. That might be more appropriate if I was playing, let's say, A, D to G. A, D, G, and A. That might be the basic way you learn it. But I can also play, you know, here's A, D, G, back to D, here's A again, D, G, D, A, D, G. So I just play the same 3 chords and I moved them up. You can do that everywhere. The way that starts is you have to be able to eventually, you know, make it a long-term goal that you're going to be able to know where all the notes are. The way I would practice it, you know, you can do it on the bass, the guitar, doesn't matter. If we just go from the open string to the 12th fret, right? That's the same note. So that's an E string, 12th fret is an E. A string, there's the octave A. D string, it's the octave G, D. So if I only go up to the 11th fret, that's every note appears once on every string. I'm not going to talk about going way up here for now, just from the 12th fret down. So every note only appears once on every string below the 12th fret. So here's an E on the E string. There's no other E until I get way up to the 12th fret on that string. On the A string, there's an E here. Why? Well, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. There's an E on the D string because I have a D, D sharp, E. So I would do a little routine where I found every, you know, every E, let's say, and I would... You know, then go to an A. There's an A. Open A. Or an A here. A there. A. A. And so on, right? Wherever there's an A, wherever I put my hand, there's got to be one somewhere. Okay? So knowing the notes, you can start thinking, if somebody says, hey, I'm playing a G chord, here's how you play it. Yeah, that's one way to play it. If they're doing this, you might not want to do that. You might want to say, well, you play that, you know, and I'll play this little G. So 12 notes, 120 different spots perhaps, but all the same notes, just, it's like, you know, think of it as down here's the cello range, up here's the violin range. There's only that many notes, 12 of them. They appear everywhere. So if they were Skittles, imagine each note was a different color Skittle. You have 12 Skittles. Now you have 10 of each Skittle, so you have 10 of each color. If you threw them all down, there'd be, say, 10 red Skittles. That'd be all the C notes, maybe. It'd be 10 yellow Skittles. Those are all the B notes, and so on. So you want to know where the notes are eventually, no matter what instrument you're playing. Your chords will come after that.